Hey, what's going on? I will get straight to it. So, if you own a business in the trades, which you do, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, here are three lead sources that you need to avoid like the plague. That's going to be Angie's List, Home Advisor, and Yelp. Now, if you're crushing it with these lead sources, ignore the video. Move on. Chances are you're not. Most of the clients I work with are not. And if you're crushing it, you're the exception, not the rule. I'll get into that. By the way, my name is Chris Gray. I co-own a marketing and consulting agency for home service contractors. I make these videos for you, the woman in the trades who owns the business. I don't know. You've got a place in my heart, man, because I've been doing this for a while and I noticed something is I work with these companies, these couples, and they obviously co-own the company or whatever. And the guy, he just seems to care about the trade. And not all men, I'm just saying in my experience, most of the men are focused on the trade and the techs. They know everything about that. They might know some of the business, but they know way more about the trade. So then they leave the business and the marketing to the woman. And in a lot of cases, the guy who's focused on the trade, he's good at the trade. The woman in the office, it might be her first time in an office running a business or running marketing. And at best, this company does 100,000 or whatever. The companies will really blow up. It's because of the woman. Right, the guy's out in the field, the woman who's over the business and marketing and gets it is the reason that company blows up, but she doesn't get enough credit. I make these videos for you, the one over business and marketing. I want you to blow up, and I hope this information helps you. So let me explain the model that Angie's List and Home Advisor and Yelp has, and hopefully this will make sense. So Angie's List and Home Advisor and Yelp, it's like, imagine like this, right? I hope this analogy lands. You have a birthday party and the lead provider brings a pinata. So the lead provider, Angie's List, Home Advisor, Yelp, they're the ones bringing the pinata to this kid's birthday party. And then they hang it up and they charge all the kids, in this case, let's say the companies, the home service contracting companies, they charge every single one of them for hitting the pinata. So anytime you walk up to the pinata and go try to hit it, you got to pay money, right? So you got the lead provider, has a pinata, all these other companies get charged for a chance to go hit it, right? And then whoever breaks it open first gets the candy, right? Which will be the customer, right? And so the only difference here is that this pinata provider, this lead source provider, charges these kids or these companies in this case a lot of money to hit the pinata. So what that means is it's a great model for the lead provider, right? If I come in there and I have a pinata and I say, hey, I'm going to charge all your kids $100 each to hit this pinata, right? And the first person that breaks it wins. It's a great model for me because I have one thing that I found a way to sell multiple times. It's like you having, like, if you can go to one home and sell to 20 different homes, that would be great. Right? That would be the best model in the world. That's what Angie's List and Home Advisor and Yelp have. They have one lead, right? And it goes through and all these companies are fighting for it and paying for it. And then one of them will end up getting the job. Great model for Home Advisor and Angie's List and Yelp. Terrible model for you. Terrible model for most home service contractors. And this model used to work for everybody involved. This model that was great for Angie's List, Home Advisor, and Yelp used to also work for customers, or not customers, but for, I guess, their customers. It used to work for you, right? The businesses trying to get this lead. It used to work better, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago. But something happened within this last 7 or 8 years that changed the game. What was it? Google Guarantee. Google Guarantee came out to compete with Home Advisor and Angie's List and Yelp and win, and they are winning. And ever since they've come out to win, Angie's List, Home Advisor, and Yelp have got significantly worse, at least in my experience with the clients I work with. Give me a sec, I'll show you what I mean. So this is Google Guaranteed right here. But it used to not be there years ago. So years ago, you would have your pay-per-click, so your sponsored Google ad, right? And then you would have Yelp and Angie's List and Home Advisor. You'd have all that. And that's how, like, Home Advisor and Yelp and all them, they were crushing it. They were doing really well. Now, Google comes out with this, Google Guaranteed. Guess what? Anytime somebody needs your home service contracting business, or they need your service, right? Your trades business, whatever they need, chances are most of your leads, if you're in this top 3 right here, you are printing money. This is gold right here. I won't get into all the data and stuff, but this is where most people click nowadays, Google guaranteed. So with that said, most people are clicking here. What does that mean? Less people are clicking on the other stuff down here. Just so you know, since we're on here, most of your clicks are going to come from this, Google guaranteed. If you're in the top 3, if you're not, the next most clicks will be over here, what we call the 3-pack. 4 companies in there right now because this person's paying for the spot. It's another video, by the way. But most of your clicks are going to come from here for everybody as long as you are ranking high. I mean, this is where the money's made in Google guaranteed, and it's made in these map packs. So anyways, but look at this. Google owns Google guaranteed, and Google owns this map pack. So Google is dominating where most of the leads are going to come from. So as a result, there's all these leads that Google's swallowing up, and that means there's less leads for HomeAdvisor, less for Yelp, less for Angie's List. And as a result, these services have gotten worse in quality over time. And so here's what I mean by them getting the quality getting bad. Nowadays, and again, this is not for everybody. So if you're crushing it here, good. I'm very happy for you. I'm really happy for you because you have an advantage. But most companies who are using these services, what happens is you get these leads that you pay for anywhere from $50 to $100 and 100 or more, depending on your niche. You get this lead and you call it as soon as you got it, right? Lead comes through, when you're on it, guess what? Person doesn't pick up. Or sometimes when the lead comes through to you, you call a person instantly. That person's like, hey, I inquired 2 days ago or something. And you just got the lead, but this person's saying they inquired 2 days ago and that job's done. It's already been sold. Or you had one company, instead of picking up the phone, they were aggressive. They would just go straight to the house. They give the information, boom, straight to the house. And we're here to help you. We know that you have a problem you need solved today. We're here to help you. And when they get there, there's already 3 trucks there or something. Job's already being booked. Somebody's already there. Or they pick up the phone, they book the call, they go there the next day, and there's already a truck there. A lot of that type of stuff happening. And then there were HomeAdvisor. Was it HomeAdvisor or Angie's List? They were doing something shady to where, let's say you had $3,000 to spend for the month for this service, HomeAdvisor. Let's say that. I'm not saying this is I'm not saying HomeAdvisor did it. I'm saying one of these companies did what I'm about to tell you. So you give that company $3,000 and you want it to last through the month. What they would do is they would send you a bunch of leads for the first week or two. Then just send you a bunch of leads. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these leads and some of them will be good. Like, oh man, so I got a bunch of leads. Some of these are good. And then 2 weeks you're done. You've gone through your $3,000 budget and you're like, crap, I need more leads. I'm halfway through the month. What are you going to do? You're going to put more money back into HomeAdvisor. And then they would when you put that same amount of money in there, and all of a sudden they start to drip you leads to where it lasts the full month. So whole point of that model is you invest $3,000, they try to give you results fast. You can invest even more money, and then they'll drip the service until the next month. Dripping the service means the results weren't as good as they were in those first 2 weeks. I don't think it's a coincidence that you or some companies are getting so many leads in those first 2 weeks, because again, they want you to reinvest. And when you reinvest, they can go ahead and just kind of chill a little bit, or do that exact same thing over and over again, which is a pretty mean thing to do, in my opinion. And then with Yelp, I know they have at least in Texas, Yelp is not big in Texas when it comes to home services. It's big in other states, but in Texas, they're trying to make it bigger. And so they have these pop-ups that come up when you get a lead. But what happens is if you miss these pop-ups, you're dead, right? So if you have a CSR who got a phone call and she's trying to input data and she's trying to do this, talk to your dispatcher and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the Yelp pop-up comes up. She might not be able to get to it. And if she doesn't get to it, well, it's gone. And even if she got to it, probably still be crap because that's how it's been. But that's what we've seen. So if you need leads, you need them now. I think your best bet's going to be with pay-per-click to get a call now. That's Google Ads. We shouldn't rely on it. But for the long term, most of your leads, if you're doing your company right, doing your marketing right, most of your leads will come from Google Guaranteed. They'll come from the Map Pack, and they'll come from other SEO channels and then pay-per-click. So I hope that helps. See you. Wait. Before you go, please like or subscribe to this channel. And here's why. That helps other people like you see this video. So if this video helped you at all and you want it to help other people just like you, then like and subscribe, because that's the only way that it's going to help them. That's going to be the way for them to see this. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.